Hey, it's time to open up your ears and your eyes. You are now tuned in to Grip It and Rip It. Know what I'm talking about? Rip it and rip it. Okay. Rip it and rip it. Rip it. Rip it and grip it and grip it and rip it. Rip it and rip it. Rip it and grip it and grip it and rip it. Rip it and rip it. Rip it and grip it and grip it and rip it. Rip it and rip it. Rip it and grip it and grip it. Welcome in, H-Town. You are now tuned in to Grip It and Rip It Sports. I'm your host, J.R. Wilson, coming to you live at 5, no time for jive. Look here. This show is the flavor for your wings, the barbecue sauce for your ribs, and the sugar for your Kool-Aid, not your tank. Don't get it twisted or misconstrued. So look, man, I know it's been a while since I've been on here, but this channel has been under thought reconstruction. I'm going to say it like that. There are some things that I got in mind doing, and I was going to change the name of this channel to something that I'm going to do, but I'm going to end up doing another channel. And if anybody wants to go over there, you can do the same thing. It's going to be called The Hope Defense. Because one of the things, if y'all listen to any of my shows is, you know, before anything, I'm a believer in Christ. You know what I'm saying? A committed man of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And so I'll be doing apologetics on there. You know what I'm saying? And I'll basically be, be dealing with the misconceptions that cause misdirection. So y'all check that out. That's coming up soon. But man, let's get straight off into this thing, man. I want to give my quick rant before I go into work. The Houston Texans, man. We got a problem, man. We got a serious problem. And what I've been hearing on the radio is a lot of people are blaming Bill O'Brien. A lot of people are blaming administrative, the offensive line, the defense. Yeah, all those things attribute to, you know, what has befallen the Texans, which is suckness. But I'm going to attribute it mostly to Deshaun Watson. And I know that people might not want to hear that, but it's just the truth. Now, here's the thing with that, okay? Deshaun Watson is being leashed. He is not a caged animal. He's a wild beast. And because he's being leashed, because he's being caged, he's not able to develop and reach his full potential. So, nevertheless, he's still the one having to go out there and perform week in and week out. He's not getting it done. He's not getting it done. And he does not deserve this type of treatment. Honestly, I would be happy if Bill O'Brien took Deshaun Watson and traded him to a team where we could get a crazy amount of picks, because he doesn't deserve to be here. We don't have what he needs here. We don't have what he needs to thrive as a quarterback in this league. Could somebody argue me down that Lamar Jackson is better than Deshaun Watson? They could try, but it's not the truth. Lamar Jackson is in a great situation in Baltimore. They built that offense around him, and he's able to succeed based on that. Deshaun Watson doesn't have that. And so he's not going to ever be able to reach his full potential, because he's going to have to keep reverting back to Clemson Deshaun, where he feel like he got to put everything on his back and get things done in that way. That's not how you get it done in the NFL. I've said it before. I've alluded to this, that everything in the NFL is calculated. So if you're not getting it done with calculation in mind, and you're trying to do everything in Houston, and I'm telling you right now, mark my words, we will not win more than 7 games this year at all. We will not win the AFC South. We will not make it to the playoffs. This is going to be a down year for the Texans. And it's not because of DeAndre Hopkins. I keep hearing that foolishness too. It's not because of DeAndre Hopkins, man. He doesn't make the whole team. Would he help? Absolutely. Don't misunderstand me. He would absolutely help. But it's not that, man. They're stunting his growth here. I don't dislike Bill O'Brien as a coach, but I do dislike his offensive system. And I do think if he's going to be the general manager and head coach, even though he's giving play calling over, he needs to change the system altogether. Wade Smith, former offensive lineman for the Houston Texans, mentioned something that was very profound to me. He said, you name a team that ran this type of offense that won a Super Bowl, aside from the Patriots. No one else has.
And that speaks volumes. That this offense was really made and contoured for Tom Brady, not Deshaun. Deshaun is not a caged animal. Tom Brady is a caged animal. He can be Superman in a booth. That's not Deshaun. He needs to, you know what I'm saying, be faster than the locomotive. He needs to, you know what I'm saying, jump over tall buildings with one leap. You know, he got to be out there, man. And he's not being allowed to do that. And so, with that being said, we need to trade him. And I know that sounds crazy, man. If anybody hear this, you're going to be like, man, you done lost your mind. No, I haven't. Deshaun don't deserve this, man. And look, here's the thing. If you're not going to trade him, you got to start over, man. He's still young. He just turned 25. You got to start over, and you got to trade some pieces off. You need to get some picks, man, and you need to start over. And let me say this. Even if you don't trade nobody off, you have to hire an offensive coordinator and change this offense up. Or you got to go to the drawing board and draw up the X's and O's and change this offense to contour it. Because when you was contouring the offense towards Deshaun, he thrived in it. His rookie year, he thrived in that. When you made it look Clemson-like, that's what you got to do. That's what he thrived in. That's what he went to those 2 championships in college too. That's what he won one of the championships in college for. That type of offense. When Bill O'Brien did that, he was successful. But you want to say, oh, eventually he has to learn how to play in my system. And then when you're a coach, you got to live by your system and die by your system. No, you don't. You don't. You don't have to do that, man. You can switch it up. But the fact of the matter is, they won't. And for that, Deshaun will die in Houston. And I don't mean literally die, but I mean his career will never be where it needs to be at. He'll never reach the level he needs to reach with this offense in mind. He got his money. Good for him. I'm glad. But I'm telling you, Houston Texans fans, we will not be winning no Super Bowl. We might win a few playoff games, but we're not going to win no Super Bowl, man. Not with this offense. So if anybody has any objections, I would love for you to comment. You know, another thing I want you to do is I want you to share this page with your people, with your partners, with your family. Like, comment, subscribe to your boy's channel on YouTube. But this was meant to be super short and sweet. That's exactly what it's going to be. I thank anybody who watches this, man. Y'all share this with your people. Y'all tell me what you think in the comments, man. I promise you, I'll get back at you. Grace and peace to all y'all, man. Y'all take care out there. Oh, make sure y'all wear your mask, man. You see that the coronavirus is going down because we wearing our masks, man. So we got to continue to do that. And if we continue to do that and work together, man, things can get back to normal. You know what I'm saying? Then we can have some fans in the stands. Maybe that'll help Deshaun. Or not. Yeah, but grace and peace to all y'all, man. Y'all take care.
Hey, it's time to open up your ears and your eyes. You are now tuned in to Grip It.